All right, we are in the kitchen with Chef Wes Stepp, who is the owner and executive chef at Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. And today he's making some fresh tuna and tastefully fit seafood dishes. So let's get started. First, I have to ask you, how are you all recovering from the hurricane that hit down there?
Well, our southern neighbors down in Ocracoke and Hatteras got it a lot worse than us. Up in Duck, Corolla, Kildova Hills, Nags Head, we made it through without really much of a scratch. You know what I mean? Actually, there was a rain on Monday after the hurricane went through that flooded a lot more areas. You know, just kind of hit everybody by surprise. But you know, all the restaurants got together yesterday with the restaurant association that we have down there, and everybody did deals yesterday, and it was just an amazing turnout at Red Sky. We did it all day long. Half of our proceeds that we brought in went to Ocracoke Relief, Ocracoke and Hatteras, for the Outer Banks Relief Foundation. So people came in, we had a great lunch, we had a great dinner, and you know, we all pull together down there on the Outer Banks. But if you're visiting, come on down. That's the biggest way you can help us. Come on down to Duck, come on down to wherever, you know, that's open and ready to go, because we are ready to serve.
Awesome, and we are ready to serve up some food here. So what are we making today? I know I see we have some tuna right here. So we were just having a conversation about how to cook tuna.
I know.
How do we cook this to get it perfectly, I guess, like medium or medium well?
Okay.
Give me your secret.
You know what I'm going to tell you. Okay?
What are you going to tell me?
You cannot perfectly cook a tuna medium well.
Okay.
All right. That it's just like that dog don't hunt.
Okay.
But because tuna's, you know, the way I generally serve it is going to be rare to medium rare. Of course, we will have people that want us to cook it up. One thing about that is tuna gets really typically dry.
Yes.
So when I cook one by mistake to medium well or well done, oftentimes I just make it into tuna salad sometime later. And now, you were talking about you loved avocados, right?
Yes, I love avocado.
Well, one of my tastefully fit recipes is what I do is I try to cut down the fat. Okay. So if I'm making a salad like crab imperial or crab cakes or tuna salad, sometimes what I'll do is in 86, which means get rid of in the restaurant world, 86 the mayonnaise, which has a lot of saturated fats, and I replace it with the avocado. So all of a sudden it's a healthy fat. You know what I mean? Now as far as this tuna goes, we're going to sear it real quick. I'm going to keep mine a little bit medium rare.
Yes, I like my tuna medium. Every time I try to cook at home, like you said, it always gets dry. So it's nice to know you seared it for a little bit on the bottom.
I seared it on one side and I seared it on the other. Now, if I was going to do this at home and try to take it up for the way you like it, then what I would do is I would continue to cook it the same way. Then I would just turn the pan off and just let the residual heat from just not the cooking part of it, but just the heat that's got trapped in it, take it up to that medium temperature, because it will go up. It's not like a steak. It is going to go up. So we have a crab cake and we have a tuna. The tuna is local, caught out of Wanchese. You were in the Outer Banks.
I was. Back in May, I was in the Outer Banks with some family and friends.
You went to Corolla.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you passed my restaurant
I know.
on the way
you know,
back.
I think we had some food from your restaurant.
I know.
Because you guys do catering, so
Yes,
it was delicious.
We did a chef's on call, and that's one thing that we're doing a lot of right now is we're continuing to do the chef's on calls. We got a lot of big weddings right now. Last night we cooked for 125 people right up there in Corolla at the place called the Pine Island Lodge. 28 bedrooms. It's one of the most beautiful venues on the Outer Banks. The fall weather, the water was really rolling in. We cooked everything in their kitchen. 125 people. They did a big Southern hospitality menu. Actually, right now we're cooking them all brunch. Hope you all having a good brunch. I'm here with Stephanie for the first time.
Yes.
So
and
anyway,
so when we finish cooking the tuna, you set that to the side and...
The tuna, this is going to be, we got two segments here today. So I'm going to cook the tuna and the crab cake in the first segment. And then what I'm going to do is, this is like a two-part. Now this is nice and medium rare, as you can see, that beautiful red.
That looks delicious.
Boom, I'm going to stack it.
So would that be that's one of your tastefully fit? Would you just do the tuna with the avocado, or are we pairing with anything else on top?
What I'm doing is a little bit of a peach chutney on top of that. So boom, nice and healthy. I'm serving it on the avocado, right? Ooh, I got a big pan-fried crab cake. Okay, I did not make that into the, with the avocados. But what I'm going to do is just finish that with a little fresh pico de gallo.
That looks delicious.
So basically what we're doing is Tastefully Fit is going to be cutting down on a lot of the fats. So I wrote a book called Tastefully Fit. It's all on what they call clean food. So what we're doing is we're 86 in processed and we're 86 in the excess fat in the meals. We have carbohydrates. We have all the vegetables as close as it appears in nature.
Wonderful. So we've got this first dish out the way. When we come back, we're going to see what else we have cooking up in the kitchen.
We're going to make this
Cannot
dish
wait to
something
taste
else.
this. It looks delicious.
There you go.
Thanks, Wes, and we'll be right back with you shortly.
All right.
Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. We're back now in the kitchen with Chef Wes Stepp, who is the owner of Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. And he's making some tastefully fit seafood dishes. So we've done our tuna, done our crab cake. Now you're sauteing up some shrimp.
Yep.
What are we making?
We got North Carolina green-tail shrimp. So there's brown shrimp and there's green-tail shrimp.
Okay.
In the fall, the green-tail shrimp come into season, okay? So what's the difference? Well, one of them is for me, personally, I like the green-tail better. They're a little bit sweeter. They tend to run a little bit larger. They actually have sort of like a greenish-looking tail. That's why they call them green-tail shrimp, okay? So basically, these are fresh North Carolina green-tail shrimp. I've sauteed these just for a couple seconds.
So you've added some peppers in here.
I just put a little bit of sweet red pepper in there. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of strawberries.
Strawberry, and is that the chutney?
That's a little bit of the peach chutney.
So I've never seen strawberries, blueberries, and chutney sauteed with shrimp in a pan.
Yep, and the thing is because I've kind of knocked this out, now I also hit it with a little bit of Outer Banks sea salt, a little crushed red pepper.
Okay.
I keep my seasonings very simple. It's not like, it's a simple recipe for complicated people. It's like cooking really good and really healthy and really fast is really easy. A lot of times we overthink the process, right? So just for example, your tuna that you were talking about, you like it more medium well.
Yes.
Well, like I said, I put a cold sauce on this, but if you look at the tuna, it's getting now, it's cooked up. So I told you your trick was don't cook
it all the way.
Don't
Make
cook
sure
it all
you
the
just
way
let
in
it
the
set
pan.
and it'll continue to cook.
Exactly.
So wait, I want to get back to these sauteed. I've never had sauteed strawberries and blueberries. So this is one of your tastefully fit recipes. So why saute them instead of just putting them on cold?
Because we've already got a salsa over there. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making sort of a quick pan sauteed compote. And then I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of a balsamic reduction as well. It's going to make it a little tart as well as sweet.
Okay.
And then you see that white mound right there? Do you have any idea what that is?
Since we're talking tastefully fit, I'm going to go with mashed cauliflower.
Am
I right?
That's a good guess, but no, you're not right.
Oh, what is it?
What I got there is, what I have is a little bit of Asiago cheese. Okay. And what I did was I incorporated that with stone ground grits. Grits are a complex carbohydrate. So basically, tastefully fit, you want complex carbohydrates rather than simple carbohydrates, which help you not just store it as fat. So basically, I call it a redneck risotto, and it's boom. So it's basically what we did is we did a tastefully fit shrimp and grits, boom, with a little bit of a twist.
See what you did there, okay.
So a couple things I want to talk about with you. One thing is, it's great to meet you. It's the first time I've ever worked with you.
Well.
I hope you didn't irritate someone in this place. They said stick her with Wes in the kitchen. But,
you're wonderful, Wes.
Anyway, you came down in May, right?
Yes, I did.
And the springtime's beautiful on the Outer Banks, but to me, there's nothing better than the fall. Okay.
Fall's my favorite season. So what do we have going on in the fall?
Oh my God. One thing is you get to talk to the owners. Everything's open. It's a little calmer atmosphere. The weather's absolutely beautiful. The water's still warm.
Yes.
Fish are running, so if someone likes to fish, this is the time to catch fish.
Okay.
In Duck especially, you went through Duck to go to Corolla. Duck is a community, it's a village. So if you stay in Duck, you can walk to all the different places. You don't have to drive and park. We do a big, October 12th, we do a big Jazz Fest weekend. So we're going to have jazz bands from all over the country, some of the top ones in the country.
Jazz and seafood.
Outdoor, bring your own wines, come over to Red Sky, we'll outfit you with a picnic kit, and then there's 2 days of constant jazz down there. So there's a lot of things going on the Outer Banks.
And your picnic kit, do we get some of these tastefully fit items, or is it a little...
I aim to please. You ask for it, I'll end up getting it.
I'm coming for the jazz and the seafood. Thank you, Wes. We
problem.
really appreciate you being on here today. And if you want to visit the Red Sky Cafe, you can go to 1197 Duck Road, which is in Duck, North Carolina. The phone number is 252-261-8646. Or you can visit them at redskycafe.com and also find them on Facebook and Instagram.